Come on now. How are you doing?
This is lower than usual. How do I make it higher? But can I do it or no?
Yeah, you're good to move whatever you want.
I could do that? Oh, all right. I don't know how to move it, but there it is.
Yeah.
Come on now. How are you
We're all
doing?
good? We're live? Live on YouTube? All right, baby, let's go. Hey, what's up, everybody, and welcome back to Talk. We are live on YouTube right now and taking calls on Talk Media for the first time. So everybody call in. It's 848-278-7596. I'm not going to be calling out the number over and over and over again because there's nobody in that room right now. No. So it's going to be scrolling across the screen at any point of the show. If you don't like what we're talking about, call in. You like what we're talking about? Call in. You want to tell him he looks like Beetlejuice? Call in. All right.
Don't touch me.
What's up, boys? How's the weekend?
Good.
What's going on?
God.
Yeah, what'd you do this weekend, Daddy?
I went. I went out. Dinner. Drinking, dinner, football, and I had actually pretty crappy weekend.
Nice.
Yeah,
pretty crappy. You know why? We went to do karaoke. We went to the wrong place. Like it was like a rap music karaoke. Like
which song did you do?
I was just saying, what would be your favorite song on?
Well, my favorite. Like I would have done like my "Take Me Home, Country Road," like that stuff, like that. But everybody was singing rap, man.
Really?
Daddy don't do no rap songs.
Yeah.
So it was bad.
Little Jay-Z.
Yeah, it didn't work out.
I went to a rave this weekend.
Shut up.
I swear to God.
No, you didn't.
You did?
Straight basement, underground, like techno.
Wow.
Swear to God. I had a good time too.
Really?
Yeah, bro, it's hilarious.
Yeah.
Where
at?
It was in Brooklyn and Williamsburg.
Okay.
So I was out in Williamsburg.
Brooklyn Mirage.
No, it wasn't Brooklyn Mirage. It was
right.
it was like 74th Wind or something like that. Okay. I don't know, but so
Underground shit.
Underground, like you're a techno head at this place. Like you're a real raver. Like
who was the DJ?
I forgot the name. What is this? What's that beeping?
I think that just brings it.
Oh, is that Mike? Is that Mikey?
Yeah.
But so how about this, right? Funny story.
We lost the screens up here.
Funny story, right? So I'm at the rave, right? I'm having a good time. Whenever a DJ comes off and they have to like switch DJs, it's like they tune it down a little bit. They're still playing music and whatnot though. But now they're starting to get people hyped. So I start the woo, bro. Everybody in the place was wooing, bro, and they were like, woo.
It's that ketamine trickling down the spine.
I was the wooer. I was the wooer, bro.
That's all you had to do.
That's all I had to do, bro. That was there for
They
one
must have
job.
loved you.
Oh my God, I was there for one job, and it was to woo.
Imagine how easy that is.
Oh my God, I had a good time.
I had a Friendsgiving's party.
Did you?
Which probably most of
I did too.
Probably most of I would say Staten Island is.
Has to do it.
Yeah.
It's like part of the criteria now. You have to do Friendsgivings.
Yeah.
But always a good time to get together with the friends on a Sunday, watch some football.
Oh, it was on a Sunday?
Yeah, it was on a Sunday.
What?
Kids were in the basement, put the kids in the basement. We were
Okay.
hanging out, watching some sports.
Nice.
And not bad.
How'd your picks do this week?
My picks?
Yeah.
I don't make picks.
No?
Nah, I don't make picks.
Well, I'll tell you, I have a new strategy. I'm gonna say my picks.
You got cooked.
It was the best.
think,
I think that if
on
you
the
were
black
smart,
side.
I'm gonna say it again. If you were smart, you would make so much money going
from fading
opposite.
you? Yeah,
just
just
go
from fading.
opposite.
Just stick with betting
You know
the
what's so
Giants,
sick?
bro.
Yeah. You know what's so sick? The bet he won was against the freaking
Of course,
Giants.
because we know,
But
bro.
everything,
Gee,
listen,
man.
man, they all fell apart at the end of the game. I'm watching this shot. I'm like, Baltimore, how the hell they lose that game?
That was crazy. I know.
Yeah.
I did pretty well this weekend.
Oh, really?
I did pretty well.
Yeah, but when you don't put them out to the universe, though, it doesn't. You're a pocket.
Oh, I don't care.
No,
Yeah, I
no,
don't
I'm talking
care.
about your
Oh,
son.
him, yeah.
Yeah, nah.
It's a
His
secret.
son,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's
I'm a
secret
secret gambler.
He's a secret society.
How about my dad's cousin's son, whatever? He put like $3 to win like $1,900.
No
bro.
way.
I swear to God.
It hit.
He had the craziest.
Wow.
He
Yeah.
was like predicting the future. He's like, all right, yes. So Dak Prescott will throw for 300 plus yards, and CeCe Lamb will have 125 plus yards and 2 touchdowns.
$3.
Lamb.
$3. And he put it on like multiple
$3.
parlays. Yeah.
He had it
You
on.
had to know this kid had to predict the future, and he
That's
did
what
it.
he did.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
If you put $20 on that, he doesn't have to work. He literally doesn't have to work.
Right. If he put $20, he would have won like maybe 30,000 on that.
You
Crazy.
have to work.
Nah.
The hell's 30,000 getting you around
Nah.
here?
For an 18-year-old kid,
That's a lot of money.
that's a lot for an 18-year-old.
People in Staten Island are about to spend 30,000 on their Christmas lights.
Oh
You
my
get it?
God. That down the block for most,
Yeah,
somebody's
it's like,
doing it.
Dak Prescott, 300 yards. CeCe Lamb, 125. CD, whatever his name is.
got you.
I'm looking at it right now. It says CC. He's making a mistake. I know.
Yeah.
So it's CD as 125 yards plus, which is hard to do.
And not for him.
Then he had
gets
to have a
150
touchdown.
game.
Tyler Lockett, who's that?
How many
Tyler Lockett,
legs was
Seahawks.
it?
Oh, Seahawks.
He got the
Anytime
game-winning touchdown, too. He got the game-winning touchdown. Yeah. At the
Everything-
last second of the game. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's a real lottery ticket.
I tell you,
Yeah, oh
that
my
kid,
God.
man, I wish I had that lottery ticket.
Yeah. That was pretty
What do
good.
we got here? I see somebody to the left of me.
Yo, what's up? We got Mike from Bayonne live
Mikey.
with us on YouTube. What up,
Mikey.
Mike?
There he is.
How was your primetime game in Jets world?
It's like every other Jets primetime game ends in disaster, my friend.
Man. Horrible.
Miserable.
An absolute disaster.
But don't-
Another week, but
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Ed.
No, you go ahead, Mike.
no,
This
I was
is yours.
just gonna
This
say,
is your moment.
I finally came to the realization last night that as much as I come every week and try to spew my BS, I'm checked out, fellas. And you know how I'm checked out? When the Raiders went up 16-9, I believe it was, early in the fourth quarter, your man's fell asleep.
Wow.
I didn't fall asleep. I know. And I didn't fall asleep because I'm not a huge Jet fan. I fell asleep because it's the same song and dance. There was nothing to miss. It's a touchdown against the Jets in 2023, which means it's a loss. So I fell asleep because I knew in my spirit, in my soul, there was nothing I was missing. And I wake up, I check the score, no surprise there. I put on the YouTubes, I watched the tape, no surprise there. Expressionless.
Yeah.
Because it's everything I've seen before.
But so the only difference between this game and these other games, right, Mike? It's hard to come on the mic right now and fully blame Zach Wilson. Yes, he threw that interception at
You
the
can
end.
blame him.
At the end of the game,
blame everybody
he threw
now.
that interception. Yes, completely on him. But, bro, what is going on with Robert Saleh with these penalties? What is going on with the play calling by Nathaniel Hackett? Now, listen, right? You guys haven't scored a touchdown, and I don't even know when was the last time you guys scored a touchdown, right? You can't fully put the blame on Zach Wilson when you have guys like Breece Hall and you have guys like Dalvin Cook and you can't get into the end zone still. Those are your running backs. Don't leave the game into Zach Wilson's hands. Run the ball. And how come this is why I'm saying it falls on Nathaniel Hackett and Robert Saleh this game more than it does on Zach Wilson.
Salah got it last night, man.
Yeah, he should.
Yeah. Look, maybe so for this one, I'll give you. But like as far as what I've been seeing, yes, you're 100% right. There are other problems at hand, but Robert Saleh is not our main issue. Everything, like I said last week, keeps coming back to this position. Penalties, the offensive penalties, that's terrible. Saleh's got to figure that out. But at the same time, these guys are trying to cheat. These guys are trying to take that extra step because they know they need it, because they know this offense sucks, because they know they have this kid. Nathaniel Hackett, run the ball, do more, mix and match, do different things than what you're doing, because obviously what you're doing isn't working. But I can't really do this route because this kid's not comfortable with that route. And I'm just saying that I understand that he is not the sole blame every week, each and every time. And I know there are other problems, but it will always come back to him. The one thing I will blame, and it showed its ugly head last night, and it shows its ugly head every week. The offensive line is trash, and I blame Joe Douglas for that because there has been many years that offensive line's been trash for years. Zach Wilson running for his life isn't anything new, guys.
No.
Nothing new.
Yeah, I mean, but the offensive line played a little, in my eyes, it looked a little better last night, if anything. But, I mean, it's just like...
You can't be giving out that many penalties.
No, but it's not the offense that's giving up the penalties. It's the tight end, Azuma, CJ Azuma,
like
whatever
one
his
guy.
name is. Yeah, that guy single-handedly, he took away a touchdown on the handoff to Breece Hall. That was
there's no reason behind that.
Yeah.
It just doesn't make sense. That's why I feel like it is Robert Saleh's fault, because at some point, these penalties that are going on, this isn't just this year, Mike. This is a 3-year thing that's been going on with these penalties. They're getting crucial penalties, like that tackle on Huff, right? When he was down at whatever the Raiders quarterback's name is, and he was down by his legs, and he went out and reached out and grabbed him by the legs. You know you can't do that. There's no reason for you to do that. Now all of a sudden you give them a field goal by doing that. If he never did that, the Jets would have went down the field and on that last drive where Zach Wilson threw the interception, they would have had to play for a field goal to win the game if Huff never went and made that penalty like he did. These penalties, they're atrocious. And that's all on Robert Saleh. It's all on Robert Saleh.
But also they're not scoring touchdowns, right? When they get
That's
down
the
there.
Daniel Hackett.
They get down there, you know. I mean, and I'm, again, not a Jet fan, but frustrating part for the Jets. They're a really good team. I look at a good. I mean, I feel like they're
paper, yeah.
But I feel like they really are. They got good kids. They got a good. I look like they're a really good team. They're a competitive team. They should be in the playoff hunt. They still are, really. But
well, that's the problem. It's a Super Bowl caliber defense. It really is. I really do believe that. And they have nobody. It's wasted. It's wasted. And you want to blame Zach Wilson, of course, but Joe Douglas has to take when a fair weather Jeff fan hears the name Joe Douglas, the first things they think of are Sauce Gardner and Garrett Wilson and how great Joe Douglas is. But the real truth of the matter is this guy also went out and drafted Zach Wilson at number 2. He got Vera Tucker and he got Mekhi Becton for this offensive line. Vera Tucker's a very solid player, but I haven't seen him play more than 5 or 6 games in 2 years now. Yeah, so if he's not on the field, it's not a good draft pick. Same could be said for Mekhi Becton, just with a lot less upside and talent. So at the end of the day, these are positions that you got to be building. No matter if you had a mediocre quarterback, which we all agree would get the Jets to somewhere where they should be, or if you had a goated quarterback, no matter who's taking that job right now, they're going to be running for their life for sure.
No, I mean, I believe that. Yeah, even if Rodgers comes back, say Rodgers comes back in January, like he's saying,
he'll make plays because he can, because he's veteranized and he knows how to do that. But he's going to get the shit kicked out of him. Anybody would.
Yeah, but that's a big you know. And I'll tell you the truth. Like even with the Giants, when you see, like you can see the quarterback. Like when Tyrod Taylor's running the Giants, he doesn't get sacked as much as when Daniel Jones is there, or this this Tommy DeVito guy. Yeah, I don't think they know how to audible at the line of scrimmage and get the line set up in a different way. Where Aaron Rodgers might pick up a defender coming in.
Well, definitely, but he should be picking it up now with the headset on too, though. Like
Well, that's Rodgers even like Collinsworth said it last night. He made a great point where it was the 3rd and 1 situation, and Zach Wilson gets to the line, looks around, and calls an audible. And Collinsworth made a comment where it was like, if that's Rodgers and you're a Raiders defensive player, you're being like, oh shit, he knows what we're doing.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's Zach Wilson doing that. I'm not changing anything about what I was about to do. Like I'm going, and sure enough, they didn't, and they made the stop.
I don't know. I just don't like Saleh after the game. He just gets up there. You could literally just press record, play on his like tape recorder.
Yeah, I'm like sick and tired.
He's just gonna give you the same answers over and over again. At least get up there and say, yeah, we got to be better. I'm gonna take it up with these guys inside of the locker room. I'm not gonna tell you exactly what I'm gonna say, but they're gonna hear it.
Yeah.
Like give me something.
Like CJ Ozuma, whatever, that's how you say his name, like, right? Ozama. He makes a penalty, right? Or I might have been Michael. Somebody made like the illegal chop block. There was the illegal chop block, right? And then you look at Robert Saleh's face, and he's going, "What are you doing?" Right? And then after he gets to the sideline, he didn't get in his face. He did nothing. All he's doing is standing there. So under your breath, you could say, "What are you doing?" When this guy walks past, you don't say nothing. Like, come on, you got to. If you're gonna sit there and you're gonna say, "What are you doing?" When he gets to the sideline, you grab him by the face mask and be like, "Yo, you cannot. You don't know football at this point." Like these are things that you just cannot do.
So you say to grab him there, right there on TV. I don't believe in that. I don't like the Dable.
I love that.
I don't.
I love it.
I'm not about disrespecting somebody in the public.
No, I love it.
You want to take care of your guys.
New
If
York.
it's my worker, if I own a business, right? If it's my worker. All right, I will not abuse him in front of my customer.
Well,
that'll never happen.
That'll
never happen.
New York.
Exactly.
I love it.
And when you close the door and you shut the door, that's when you give it to him. But that's
something that has to, again, there's two philosophies on that, right? These kids are going to get all insulted. I'm the same way. I think that somebody should be. I like the public humiliation of an idiot. I have no problem with it. But at the same time, we saw like back old school when Parcells was around. He blasted certain people. He knew Parcells was good when he knew who he could yell at, who he wouldn't yell at to get the reaction, right? That's what he did. Saleh doesn't know enough. I mean, Listen, he would ride Sims. You got to get in these people's faces.
So at a certain point,
Right.
you got it.
You got it.
At this point, where that game to me, I'm not a Jets fan, and to me, that game was the season. And for you to go out and lose like that, off of costly penalties, off of dumbass penalties, your defense played lights out. Lights out. And for you to lose like that, I would be fired up.
So-
I would be in someone's face and I'll be flipping out. Robert Saleh just doesn't
But
seem like it.
that's not it. Because another thing too, guys, is that you get the East Coast, West Coast mentality. These West Coast people, like we're in Vegas, they shut down. They're not East. If you're not an East Coast guy, you don't understand what we're talking about right here.
I get it.
You know what I mean?
About. Yeah.
But we're more aggressive. These guys retreat. I
don't know.
So you can really, you can mess them up forever.
Well,
Never get them back.
It's true.
Maybe they'll
And
stop doing penalties.
I think that's something that might have happened.
That's what happened.
That's might have happened to
is,
Zach too.
I think it's again stems from. I'm not even call me crazy, but
You're crazy.
If Rob Saleh every week is telling you that Zach Wilson isn't the problem, if you're on the defensive player and you're doing this every week, you think you're going to handle Rob Saleh coming up to you and telling you got to be better? I think he feels like he knows he can't. The position that he's in right now with what he's bringing to the podium every week.
So then think about this, Mike. The Battle of New York a couple of weeks ago when you pulled it out in 1 second, that game is probably going to be the one that's going to make you guys get a really crazy draft pick where the Giants are going to be in a perfect position to have a number 1 draft pick.
In hindsight, thanks, Mike.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, baby.
In the moment, I was
You're
a
a
little,
good guy.
I was mad about that, and at that game.
Sucker.
But now
we set you up.
I think I'm happy about.
Sucker.
Thank you, thank you, Zach Wilson.
Today, I don't know whose seat it's easy
We
to be
see good
sitting
and bad.
in.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's easy to be sitting in a Giant fan seat or a Jet fan seat. I don't know.
I'm going to tell you again. A typical Jet fan. They beat us and they still lost because we got a better draft pick. Thank you very much.
The thing is,
we're not there yet. We're not there
to
yet.
answer your question,
Now we're working.
to answer your question, who's in a better position, right?
Yeah.
The Jets obviously are still. I'd rather be a Jets fan right now than a Giants fan because of their defense, right? I had money.
Who's lingering?
I had money on. Well, I don't care about Rodgers. If anything, I think Rodgers actually messed up the Jets because now they think that whatever. But let me go, right? So I had money on the Raiders the other night, right? Mm-hmm. And at a point it was 9-3. The Jets were winning 9-3. I said to myself, "Oh my God, if the Jets score a touchdown,
it's over.
My bet is over. It's done." And the Jets couldn't even get 1 touchdown. That's how good that Jets defense is, that I was worried about the Jets scoring 1 touchdown. That's all they needed. 1. And they couldn't even do it.
Imagine Ed couldn't even mush him.
Oh, my God.
Imagine Ed couldn't even mush him.
I try to mush everything on my end, but I mushed myself because that guy couldn't score a touchdown. What's that running back? What's his name? The Brees Hall?
Brees, yeah.
If he scores that touchdown, I would hit my prop bet.
Well, that was a penalty.
Freaking guy.
Yeah.
No.
Listen, I know the Jets aren't, all the talk of the town, but when I talk badly about them, it's fine. When you guys do it, I feel a certain way about it. So here's what's going to happen. The Bills are going to lose tonight, and the Jets playoff run is back on.
Oh, stop
the
it.
Bills lose tonight.
Wait,
who's
playing tonight?
And
Broncos?
we beat Miami twice, and the Jets and Zach Wilson go to the playoffs.
Stop it, Mike.
You want to talk about who's in a better position? The Jets are going to the playoffs.
That's really what delusional looks like.
Yeah.
I never seen it.
Yeah, he's like what the Yankee fans are.
Yeah, I never really
I
seen
feel
that
bad for
before.
you. You need mental help there, Mike. You need to go for therapy.
I'm fine. I've never
You're
seen
not
anything
fine.
more clear
Is
in
it
my
white?
life.
Is it white or red wine?
Mike,
Is it
I'll-
white or red wine tonight,
Mike, I'll help you out, Mike. I'll make a bet on the Buffalo Bills, and I guarantee you Denver will win the game.
Right, and put it in live. Right?
Yeah.
Put it in live right
Yeah,
now.
put it in
Live
live
right now. I don't believe him. I don't believe him. Put him in live
Don't-
right now.
don't do it.
Yeah,
Don't do
it. Put the mortgage in right now.
No, I know you don't actually mean what you say, Mike. I know that you're a realist fan. You're not like one of these delusional Jet fans that come out and we're still making the playoffs. Rodgers is coming back in 2 weeks. I know you're not like that. But
No. I don't want him back.
I just
You
feel
don't want
bad.
Rodgers back?
I don't want Rodgers back.
Oh
this
my
season.
God! Oh, the season. Yeah,
He'll
forget about
re-tear
that.
his Achilles.
Yeah, be done.
He's
done.
coming back.
I told you.
That's a
Not
guarantee.
season.
The poor guys have
It's a guarantee.
No, he's not. Why would he come back if they can't win?
Yeah.
If they're in the
Coming
hunt, If
Yes.
they're in the hunt,
Okay,
they'll
okay,
come
okay,
back.
If they're in the playoff
They're not-
picture still,
If they don't
they
win
have
any
a
more
3%
games,
chance of making the playoffs
Yeah.
right now. 3.
what would you come back for?
What's our
I
percent?
truly, I don't even know what I want from like the
Ours
Jets
is not
and
even-
Zach Wilson moving forward. I really don't.
Ours
Yeah,
is-
what? Yeah,
Because
what
at
are
this
you?
point-
What are your? What are your
What do you
expectations
want, Mike?
for this season?
Yeah, what do you want, Mike?
Expectations? Who the hell knows?
Let's
But as
reset,
far as what I
let's
want
reset.
to
Yeah,
see
how many
happen,
wins,
I
Mike?
almost.
We should have played back to week 1.
I feel like this kid has proven that he can
Embarrassing.
do almost anything he wants, and they're not going to ring him for it. So it's like I want to sit here and say like I want him to crap the bed for the rest of the season so they can officially move on. But I don't even think they would do that if he did. So it's like I hope he strings some goddamn wins and we beat the Dolphins twice somehow.
I
somewhere.
don't know, man.
That's what I hope. Other than that, I guess I hope he craps the.
Who's your
I really don't
backup
know.
to Zach? Nobody?
Huh?
Who do they have? If Zach went down, who's your backup quarterback?
Trevor Simeon.
Yeah,
we talked
Boyle.
about
We'd
him
have to,
last
we're going
week.
back in the draft, baby. The
Yeah,
Jets are
yeah.
back in the hunt for a quarterback.
Yeah.
Newsflash.
Yeah.
Welcome to every year for the last 20 years.
20 years or 50 years you've been doing it.
50 years, yeah. I've
You
only been
passed
alive
on,
for half of it.
you the guys that passed on Dan Marino. Always remember that. Passed on Marino.
go.
Yeah, well,
Took Ken O'Brien.
I'm sorry, Mike.
Marino never
That's all I
won.
got to say. I'm
Marino
sorry.
never won.
I hope that the Jets could pull off some wins for you guys, but I just don't think that this guy Salah is the guy. I think he's the biggest problem that you guys have, to be honest.
After this week, though, it's just so sickening to me, though. As a New York, I'm gonna sit here and bash Salah too, right? I just gave you a little spew before about bashing Salah, but that's just the most New York thing to do. That's the most New York fan thing to do.
But it's obvious
Yeah, what's
when they're
so
making
obvious?
these penalties.
You know, it's-
When they're making these bogus
He's not on the
bogus
line.
penalties, these bozo penalties.
Yeah.
That who gets the
just-
blame for these penalties?
I know. I just hate.
Why
it,
does he
though.
get the
It's
blame
like-
for the penalty?
Because he's the one that's not disciplining them at practice.
Oh, that's bullshit.
He's not the one that's
If you're an
disciplining
idiot,
them.
you're an idiot,
Yeah,
Ed.
discipline him
You're
like
an
what?
idiot.
What
You're
Well,
an
then don't
idiot.
put him on the
Is
field.
he gonna hit his hands with like
Then
a wooden
don't
stick?
put
them
Like
on
the
the
nun-
field.
like
Don't
the
do that
nuns?
again.
Take
Well,
him
the
off
the
the
nuns?
field.
Yeah.
There's no other
No other
options. There,
options.
you don't have another tight end, but besides
Yeah.
I got CJ
Something-
Azuma, whatever his name is. You don't have anybody else to put out there. If that guy wasn't on the field, you have a touchdown yesterday. If that guy's not
get-
on the field, you score a touchdown.
Yeah, and I would have won money.
Yes.
Bastards.
So I mean,
touchdown? You serious?
that you would have won the game. That's
I
all
would have
you
won
need.
money. You would have won the game.
Mike, the Jets need to score one touchdown a game, and they will win football games. They
haven't
can't
scored a
even do
touchdown
that.
in 30,
I can't.
39 drives.
39 drives.
Yeah. That's all they need.
man.
One touchdown a game. That's all I ask for, and they'll win games. And they can't even do that, bro.
We're
You
pathetic.
sounded like a real Jet fan.
I'm
We're
just
all-
like
Yeah,
annoyed.
it's frustrating.
It's frustrating. I sat there and watched that game. Even though I had money on the Raiders, I sat there and watched the game. I was like, bro, this game sucks. This is boring. Is this what it's like being a Giants fan? Like, this sucks. I was pissed.
Mike,
yeah.
Mike, what's your perspective on the Giants?
Yeah,
They
do it,
suck.
Mike. Do it, Mike. What could you say?
What can you
Perspective
say?
on
We
the
already know they're the
Giants.
worst team in football.
Don't start with us, Mike.
Yeah, what are you going to
You
say?
bully.
Second to worst. Second to worst.
What are you gonna? Second the worst.
Second the worst. We're the worst.
Well, then we would have the first round pick.
No,
Well, we're
gonna-
going to have the first round pick. The
You
problem
guys,
the
you
Giants.
guys are even the worst of being the worst, man. It's the bottom of the totem pole for the New York Giants.
No, we always
It
find
has
like
been.
I see such good things on the you know what I mean? Like again, look at that. You beat us in that 1 second. Now we're gonna get the draft pick. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. You know what it is? The Giants season pretty much ended 40-0 in the Cowboy game.
Yeah, man.
That was the first game. We didn't.
yeah, man.
We
never had-
that
we
was
never
our
had a
full-
season.
We didn't have the. We never
You
had.
two haven't watched meaningful sports
No.
in almost a year.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
With the
Don't
Mets?
talk like that, Mike. That's
Jack-
not right.
The Mets.
That'll get me very upset.
The Mets, the Mets season
Yeah.
ended like by All-Star break, which was like
team-
pretty good.
Another team though, fire the coach.
Who?
Mets.
We just got
Why?
it. We just got a new coach.
You just fired the coach though.
Man,
But that's not. No fans wanted
man.
that. The Mets did that. I don't know why they did that.
No,
we're not.
people
We're
will
not
call-
talking about.
people
the
will
Mets.
call-
We're not
Talking
talking
about the Mets.
I'm just talking
Yeah.
about how
We're not
New
talking about
Yorkers
that.
just automatically
no
we
Met
just
fan
extra-
wanted
oh,
Buck gone.
It's the coach's
No
fault.
Met fan
It's
wanted
the
Buck
coach's
gone.
fault.
That's
No
not
Met
true.
fan wanted Buck gone.
That's not
Not a
true.
real Met fan wanted
Yeah,
Buck
that's
gone. I'll
not
tell you
a
that
Met fan.
much.
That's not true.
Yeah,
either.
it is.
It's not.
all right.
All right, Mike. Thanks for bringing up the Mets.
Yeah,
but
thanks a
Getting
lot.
out of here.
No,
My
Yeah.
no, Mike.
so long, Mike. Thank you, Mike. Good luck with the rest of the season, buddy. Good luck with the rest of the
How do I-
season.
How do you get out of here?
He's gone. Oh,
once
my
again,
God.
thank you for everybody listening in to talk. We appreciate it. Don't forget, if you like the pod, comment, subscribe, share with a friend. And right now, we're live on YouTube. We see you in the chat. We see you in the comments.
I wish I could read.
So what's up,
My
Grizz?
vision's
We got
horrible.
Grizz Khalifa. We got Alessandra Gannon. We got, who else in there? I seen Jay up in there running his mouth a little bit. See, like, Jay was the guy. I was reading in the chat. He's like,
can't see.
fire the coach, fire the coach, fire the coach.
What coach?
It's solid. He was going. Everybody. I
That-
listened to the
that's
radio
different
today.
with
I listened
Salah.
to the radio today, and I'm just like, yo, this is what we sound like.
But
is
it's-
this what we sound
but
like?
how
in
you-
the
But there's
calls of the coach?
justification to fire Salah. Like the Giant fans that are coming out and saying fire Dable, fire Dable.
Yeah.
Those are emotional fans that there's no justification behind firing Dable.
Mm-hmm.
What is Robert Salah's resume? He doesn't have one. Dable has a resume. Dable went and got coach of the year. He won a playoff game. What has Robert Saleh done?
Nothing.
Nothing. So why not?
I think
Why
that-
is
I
it
think
so out
Salah-
of this world saying fire him?
Yeah, so I think in reality, he's one of those coaches that could be fired mid-season.
Yeah.
That's that.
What
that
has he
would-
done? It's been
that-
3
You
seasons
can
now.
fire Salah mid-season and make the playoffs with that team.
100%.
That would show.
That
would
team is-
show.
they're a
Look
good
at
team.
I
Antonio
don't see
Pierce
that,
right
though.
now.
I don't see that though, guys.
But look at Antonio Pierce.
I see he's got a better. He's got a little. He's got them believing in him, right? So
I don't know.
No. I'm saying Antonio Pierce has got
Yeah,
you guys
yeah.
believe in him. I see he went and gave everybody that pregame.
They're not a good team.
I seen some really cool things from.
But there's
Pierce
no
in just a
discipline
short
with
2 weeks as a head interim coach.
There's
you
no
know?
discipline with Salah. These
Yeah.
guys are out there. They're making the biggest bozo penalties I've ever seen, to the point where I'm like annoyed that they're making these penalties. If I'm the coach of the New York Jets, I'm taking you by the face mask, throwing you on the bench, and saying you are not getting your fucking ass. Sorry for cursing. You're not getting your ass off this bench until you read a goddamn NFL playbook, rule book manual, because these penalties you're making are you learning Pee Wee football.
They would
You
fi-
can't
you
do
would-
this.
you would be fired that
I don't
day.
care,
All right,
and
then
I
that'd be
want to
that.
win. I
Yeah.
want to win. These guys,
He's right.
there's
You,
no
got, that, you
discipline.
can't do that in front of everybody. That's behind the locker room.
No
shit.
discipline.
there's
No
not-
discipline.
You can't be
It's-
beating
it's
them
a-
up on the
It's
sideline.
a,
discipline.
it's a new world though now.
I
It's a
don't
new
care.
world.
There's
at
no
least,
discipline.
At least say something. You know, that's the only thing. Like he just gets up there, just give the media, something.
He's going to get fired in the middle of the season. That'll be the end of
Well, this is the middle of the season.
Well, then it'd be a couple more weeks.
You think if they lose the next 2 weeks, he
I
gets
think
fired?
Thought after these 2 games, I
Yeah.
think
Who
this
they
has
play-
been.
who they play-
Man,
who
They
who's
play
their
like the
intern?
Bills. They
Who's
play
their
everything.
intern?
Oh, that's over.
Yeah, it's done.
Who would be their intern coach?
Probably
Oh,
any.
yeah.
That's again. You know,
The Daniel Hackett.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get the worst of
Aaron
the worst.
Rodgers. Put him as
Yeah.
coach. Be a play coach.
Why not?
We talked enough about the Jets. Let's do it. Let's talk about the New York Giants.
Gee, man.
Oh
Yeah.
boy,
I was relaxed.
I told you.
Yeah, I was relaxed. Like I said, I was at a Friendsgivings party. I was just chilling out and put the game on.
No,
I thought it was 4:00. Then I was like, oh, 4:30.
425. Yeah.
Yeah.
425.
No big deal.
No, yeah, I need that. The thing is with that game, like times like this, we're used to this. We're used to these meaningless games. It's just not this soon. But it's these games. It's relaxing because like yesterday, Andrew Thomas got hurt. I wasn't like on Twitter the whole time, like, oh, what happened with Andrew Thomas? Like, if he came back, he came back. Whatever. Kayvon got hurt, concussion. I'm out on Twitter. Oh my God, is he okay? Like, man, if he comes back, he comes back.
Comes
You know what I
back,
mean? If
yeah.
he's dead, he's dead. Like that. That's what I mean by like it's relaxing. But what went on for
depressing.
this game?
Embarrassing.
I'm not talking about the actual performance on the field because I really don't give a crap about the performance on the field because I at this point, you know, you kind of want them to lose.
Yeah.
The problem is with
That's
what went
realistic.
on the sideline is what has me annoyed. Like I'm gonna come here and I'm an advocate of defending Dayball. I'm an advocate for defending Joe Shane. I do believe these are the right guys. I do think that they are the guys that are going to come in and change this organization for the better.
Yeah.
But when you got situations on the sideline like what they had yesterday, that makes me think a little differently, and it bothers me a little bit. Like I did think that Daboll was this guy that was going to come in here and was going to take no bullshit, none of this stupid bullshit, no disrespectful nature. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
what went on that sideline yesterday between Sterling Shepard, Darius Slayton, supposedly the wide receiver coach, supposedly Saquon and Daboll got into it. Like, it's for that to happen shows one, you lost the locker room. 2, You lost the respect from your players. And it's 3, they're checked out. This team, and they've been checked out now for the last 2 weeks, which is a problem, right? Now, we know that this team last year, they had a taste of success. At this point last year, they were 7-3. They were talk of the town. We're going to go for it on 4th and 1. We're going to win these games. We're going to play competitive football games.
Yeah.
7-3, right? Everybody on this team was around last year, minus the rookies, obviously, but majority of the players on this team were here from last year. When you're 7-3 last year, talk of the town, positive vibes, all this, blah, 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 blah. Now fast forward to this year, you're 2-8. Well, before the game, you're 2-7. You're not going to have the same, I guess, energy that you did last year. You're not going to buy into Daboll like you did last year. You're not going to go into practice every day and go through the motions with this intensity, this positivity, this hunger like you did last year.
I get it.
That's the problem with Daboll right now, which is bothering me because I didn't think that Daboll would be the guy that would put up with this bullshit. You come into work, because this is work for these guys. You come into work on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. You give it your all. Then Saturday, you have a nice day of rest, go get a nice steak dinner, and then Sunday, you show up and play. Daboll has not done that. They don't know what goes on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and I don't know what goes on Saturday, but I'm going to assume they go out and party because on Sunday, they don't come and play. And that's that's what upsets me the most about Daboll and makes me a little meter on the should Daboll be fired. It turns a little bit. No, I don't want Daboll to be fired. Yes, my meter's turning a little bit, but no, I don't want Daboll to be fired. I want him to get his shit together.
They've been, so talk about this whole team. They didn't show up from week 1.
No.
So remember, this has been a recurring pattern. So they got out-coached. We had a full team on week 1. We lost 40-0 to the Cowboys. Week 1, we got destroyed. We didn't show up. We never showed up. We didn't show up as a team, even when we had that team.
Yeah.
So that playoff team last year never came back. There's some cracks over there, and it's really starting to show. But I'm going to tell you right now, when Jim Fossil was the coach back in the old days, they replaced him with Tom Coughlin. The Giants were fighting on the field. Worse, they were fighting on the freaking field, and that was embarrassing.
That's coming if he doesn't get it on the wraps.
If they fight on the field, I'm going to tell you right now, because I very rarely see it. If that shows up, you're done.
They fight on the sidelines.
Sidelines not on.
They're fighting in the locker rooms.
I'm talking about on the field in the middle of the game.
They're fighting verbally in the locker rooms, which is a problem.
The Greek beast in the chat saying Giants suck. Everyone's laughing at us, man.
I mean,
the Giants,
everybody's
suck.
laughing at us. It's
They
just,
suck.
It hurts too. It definitely
The Giants
hurts.
suck. We suck.
We know it.
New York sucks.
We gave up 640 yards, guys. We gave up 640 yards.
I didn't realize this. We never beat Dak Prescott.
No, we have.
We have?
We beat him in 2016,
Oh,
his
once?
rookie season, his very first game against the Giants.
That's how we beat him. After that, we haven't beat him.
That was it.
That was it.
Yeah.
This guy, talk about owning somebody. This guy, and I can't stand anybody in the Cowboys. Who is really owning the? He destroys us. This guy he knows when he shows up against us, it's a guaranteed.
Yeah, but
win.
it's not. You're comparing the 2017 Giants who sucked, the 2018 Giants who sucked, 19 Giants 20. You're talking about shit teams. The Giants have sucked. Like they're saying Giants suck. That was 1 year that we didn't suck. In 2015 we didn't suck. But the Giants suck for the past 10 years now. So when people say Giants suck, like we know we're watching. We see this with our own 2 eyes. The last time the Giants were like decent and like a competitive team, I'm not even going to say last year because that was a mirage of what the hell was going on. 2012 was the last time they were competitive.
Oh, yeah.
When they actually, when you played the Giants and you saw them on your calendar and you're like, oh shit, we got to play the Giants. That was 2012. Since 2012, when you look at the Giants on the calendar, you know what you say to yourself? That's a win. Easy game.
Everybody in the comment section, thanks so much for hanging out with us right now. But give us a call. It's 848-278-7596. Bring those questions to the phone lines.
Yeah, I see some ticket holders. We are too.
Yeah.
It's 144, baby. Section 144.
Aisle seat, but not an aisle seat.
Yeah,
Aisle
yeah,
seat,
we got a
but not an
hack.
aisle seat.
We got a hack over
She's
there.
a ticket holder since 1977. I've been going with my father when he first was there. I've been living through some of the worst miseries, and I saw some of the greatest times. And I'm going to say right now, this last patch of years has been really grueling. You know what it is? And it's very frustrating when a year goes, when you wait. You know what the worst part? We love football. I love the Giants. Can't wait for the season
going
to
to the
start.
games, yeah.
I enjoy it. And then they just ruin it.
Yep.
They destroy you and they step on you. And a
As soon
year.
as they play Hell's Bells.
Right. We
So,
feel horrible that we know that. What am I waiting for right now? I'm waiting for a draft.
Yeah.
All right.
Which is a good
April.
question by JoJo.
I don't actually have a call, but go ahead, read that question.
Yeah, so JoJo said, I can't really see that well, but with the opportunity at a high pick.
I'm gonna bring him in right
We
now.
got
Oh,
it.
he's
We got it.
calling?
We got a call.
Oh boy.
Coming in.
Yeah, it's coming in.
How we doing?
How we doing?
Who's calling? This is JoJo?
It's Joe, the Greek beast.
The Greek
I think
beast.
we're on with Joe.
JoJo?
Hello, it's me.
Beast, welcome to Talk.
Miami.
What's going on?
What's up?
It's the Greek beast in the building.
Yo, what's happening?
What's up, big guy? How we feeling?
What's going? I'm feeling like shit.
much,
That's how
man.
I'm feeling.
Yeah, you and me both, buddy. I'm
Yeah.
right there with you, man. You know,
Yeah.
it's an
Horrible.
ugly Sunday night.
Yeah,
But
so
I love
drop
what you
that.
guys are doing. I got a question.
All right, let me
I
hear.
want to see how you guys feel about a certain situation. So obviously, the Giants going to get a high pick. Seems like, at least, unless they turn something around. Are you guys sold? Are you going number one quarterback? Are you like all out on Daniel Jones? How do we feel? Are you faithful? Are you sticking with him, or are you done with him? I need to know. After paying the man,
I'll start that one.
hosted the play.
I was a big advocate, Joe. I was a big Daniel Jones fan. I checked out on this guy. He's done. In my opinion, there's no chance if we get number 1, 2, or 3 pick. There's 3 quarterbacks, I think, right now.
Well, 2.
Well,
Yeah.
we have to take the quarterback. There's no shot. They have to do it. Is not Daniel Jones' time is pretty much coming to an
Yeah.
end.
Well, JoJo, that's a good question because obviously we watch football. We all watch football. But look at the Houston Texans, Joe. Look at
That's all
Stroud,
good.
bro. Bro, he turned that team around in a blink, in a snap of a finger. This guy, he's unbelievable. This kid, the way the
Believe
NFL,
me.
it's crazy. The way the NFL is played nowadays. If you want to be a competitive team, if you want your team to matter, you need one of these quarterbacks that is like a freak. That you have, he's the captain, he's the guy. Daniel Jones. I love Daniel Jones. Don't get me wrong. I truly believe Daniel Jones could be a great quarterback in the NFL. He's not going to do that with the New York Giants. And that hurts me to say it. We did pay the guy, but he does that. The team, they don't look at him as like the guy. You know what I mean? Like he's not that Mahomes, that when Mahomes has the ball in his hand, you know something magical is going to happen. The Giants, they need to go out and
they
get
paid
that.
him. They paid him like he was the guy. They paid him like he was the guy.
yeah.
though.
They did.
You know
Well,
what I'm
you
saying?
know what?
They prioritized him. They prioritized him over Barkley. So I mean, they did do that. You think it's just overall team locker room confidence in him? Is that what you're trying to get at, or just in general?
I think,
You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, that's great. Yeah, they did pay
Especially
him.
now with the torn ACL. The torn ACL is, that's
Yeah,
tough to
it's
come
it.
back and be as he was because he's a runner. He uses his legs.
Yeah.
So
Well, the Greek
That's
beast,
great.
thank you
And
so
like
much
you
for
said-
calling in. We appreciate it so much.
of course.
Yeah, check him out on
Listen, man,
TikTok,
keep
the
crushing it. I love
Greek
what you guys are
beast.
doing.
Go check him out right now. JoJo, thank you.
Yeah, thanks, JoJo. But yeah,
Pleasure.
to answer, because he went back with the $40 million that we gave to Daniel Jones. The thing is with Daniel Jones with that contract of $40 million, the problem with Daniel Jones was he was at the right place at the right time, meaning at a time where there wasn't really guys out there for the Giants to go and grab. Like Derek Carr went to the Saints. Obviously, Aaron Rodgers went to the Jets. Lamar Jackson was signing with the Ravens. There was these guys. What was the Giants' options at that point? you're gonna let Daniel Jones walk and go to somewhere else and pick
He
up.
would've got paid.
You know, yeah, he would have gotten paid by
would've
someone
got
else.
paid. Somebody would've paid him.
Who would have gotten? Joshua Dobbs. You know what I mean? Like, who knew that Joshua Dobbs was going to be playing this well? That's the problem. Is Daniel Jones was in a perfect situation to get paid
would've
what
got
he got paid.
All right, real quick, we have an Anthony from Mineola. Anthony, welcome to talk.
Hello?
Yo,
Yo.
live on talk. What's up?
First off, that guy that sits in the middle with the glasses, he's a fraud. $3 bills. He used to be a Cowboy fan before he was a Giant fan.
Yeah, I had a
Did he
little
ever tell you
feel-
that?
I had a little feeling about that. You know.
What happened?
Well, who was a Cowboy? What?
First off, the Giants got to fire their coach, and so did the Jets. Both coaches got to go. They stink. They don't know what they're doing.
That's it. The typical New Yorker.
That's it.
Right?
New York,
The
fire everybody.
Yeah, typical New
Rebuild,
Yorker.
rebuild.
Bring the migrants
Well,
in
I
to
already
coach.
know who this is. This is my Uncle Robbie, by the way. And I'm going to tell you
No,
something.
hey, it's Anthony from Mineola, and I'm sick of you guys. First off, let me tell you something. The Jets draft crappy, but so did the Giants. Who the hell did the Giants draft that's good in the last couple of years? Name one.
And I mean,
Andrew Thomas.
yeah, Andrew Thomas.
That's one.
If you want to really get
Dexter
technical,
Lawrence,
You
two.
know what? If you think he's throwing, he's a waste. That freaking guy, how many times did he play this year?
Yeah, you're right.
no, I know. But
Right.
if you want to get
Right.
technical, if you want to get technical,
Let the cheese doodles out of your mouth, middle guy with the glasses. Go ahead, speak.
Micah McFadden, he's really good. That kid.
I like
That guy.
McFadden.
We
People
got
got to
good.
start
McFadden.
talking about him.
Dexter
He was
Lawrence.
a late round draft pick
He had
that
a
we got.
90. He had a 90 rating. He did a shit game yesterday. The guy plays his ass off.
Dexter Lawrence we drafted. But I mean, no, you are making a good
You're a
point though.
negative fan. You're a negative fan.
Who the hell did you guys go for in the trade deadline? You traded Leonard Williams. You ain't going to get anybody in that draft. You're going to pick crap in the second round. And you know it. Who you going to pick?
You have a good point because I'll give it to Joe Shane. I don't know if he really. If you look at that 2022 draft class, Joe Shane didn't really pick that. He didn't draft that well.
Lower your radio. Lower your radio.
Where are you? You're in the car
I'm
right
on the
now?
radio.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm in the car. I'm listening to it through the phone.
Oh yeah, no, we're getting like
Anthony,
some like
Anthony
back.
from Mineola. You're a negative fan. When's the last time the Jets won that you saw, Anthony from Mineola?
The Jets are probably one of the worst franchises in all sports. All know that.
Yeah.
Their helmet looks like a high school helmet. Everything about that team has crap written all over it. The color green doesn't even fit the city of New York. Everybody's got the same color scheme except them.
They really do.
Where did that team? They don't look like they don't even belong in the NFL. I tell them like this. I think told your little brother over there. I said the Jets are horrible. They got the worst. They got their coach. Did you ever see Robert Saleh ever yell at any of his players, show any motivation? He always looks like he's got that stupid grin on his face.
Just going through that.
And his crappy beard. What is all that crap?
What is he? He's wearing
You in the
he's
middle.
buying
What
that
did he tell you?
shit.
Yeah, that beard.
Tell him
sucks.
to make it go gray. It'll be a better look.
Thanks so much for calling.
Yeah,
in.
thanks,
Appreciate
Anthony
it.
from
Thank
Mineola.
Thanks, Bobby.
Why does
Keep this rolling. Keep this rolling. Detroit. Darren.
Oh, no.
I told you I was calling in. What's up, boys?
Yo,
What's up?
Darren.
Flying high, Darren.
Darren.
How you feeling, buddy?
Better be
You
careful,
like that,
Darren.
right? You like I'm feeling. You better tread lightly. I'm treading.
I'm gonna
Don't worry.
tread.
But
Don't
all
tread
I
on
know
me,
is
man.
that
I'll put the hex
I'm
on that
not.
team in
I
10
think we're in a
seconds. You
good
know I can do
relationship
it.
right now.
All right.
I know you will. I know you will. Don't worry. I there was a little
Stay
smile
away
on
from
my
me.
face when I saw you pick this week. I will. You stay away from me. I stay away from you. All right. That's how it works. But how I'm feeling, I want to call in. I want to talk.
All right.
Yeah,
let's
we're
talk,
here
baby. Let's
for
talk.
it.
Your team looks good, Darren.
That was an exciting game yesterday.
Oh, relax.
Darren, you know you didn't watch that game for a second. You turned that off after the first
was
quarter.
still
That
watching.
game
Why would
was
it be
off.
watching?
Yeah, he was still watching college ball. From
Yeah,
the day before.
you're not
He
watching
was
that
watching
game.
DVR college ball.
No, I'm talking about I'm
Talk
talking
about
about
his
Lions.
team. Oh.
Bro, you think we're talking Lions?
Man,
Talking
Darren,
about-
I want to give
Boys,
the Lions
talking
credit.
about-
What's their record right now?
You guys
7-2.
keep talking over our guest.
We are 7-2. But I'm calling because that was exciting. 41 points, going for it on 4th and 2,
Yeah, it was
and there's
huge.
like a minute left. You can
was
kick
huge.
a field goal, go up.
Got a good
Listen,
coach.
my coach's
His coach is a good coach.
cojones are
Yeah.
Muy grande.
Yeah.
Let's leave it at that.
Yeah,
Those
yeah,
are
Darren.
big
I want to
boys
give
right
you.
there.
I want to give the Lions credit. They got their guy, Dan Campbell. He to me, right? I'm gonna go on. I'm gonna make it quick, make it short and sweet, right? But the year that they got Dan Campbell, what they go 3-15? What was their record? Darren?
First year we went 3-13. You
Yeah.
hear me? 3-13,
Yeah.
and then 9-7.
Okay, right. So they were 3-13, right? Then the next year they were 1-6, right? He could have easily lost that locker room. Easily lost that locker room. You know what those players did? They played for him, and not only did they play for him,
we won and rallied.
yes. And that is that
He's a
shows
good
you
coach.
how great that guy is.
Without
And
doubt.
now look at them. Him going for that 4th down yesterday, Darren, that was huge.
Well,
huge.
he was a good player. He was a fiery guy. He takes it. That's the kind of coach you could really. Those are the coaches
Yeah.
that players rally around.
Yeah, no,
'Cause he
he's
knows-
great. He's great.
He's a player too.
Yeah.
He played.
Without a doubt.
Yeah, he's
You know,
great.
and he's good.
I'm happy for you, Darren. I'll tell you that much.
Just
Listen, I've
stay in
been
your
waiting.
lane, bro.
You guys have known me your whole lives. I'm staying in my lane. Don't worry. I'm cruising in my lane. Don't
All right,
worry. I'm
stay in your
cruising
lane,
right
bro.
now.
Yo, you got to
We're
see.
cruising.
I don't want to see
we-
no
we
activity.
are-
Darren goes bowling with me. Darren is
Boys.
always wearing Lions gear.
Stay in his lane. That's all I care about right now.
We
Don't
gotta
be
rest.
attacking
But
people.
but hear this though. 7-2. We have Chicago in Detroit right now this week, and then 4 days after we got Green Bay on Thanksgiving.
Ooh.
Boys, the schedule is not very challenging rest of the way. The Eagles got a ton of tough opponents coming up.
That's
Do
true.
not think, and I'm not saying we're going to be the ones, but I'm just saying, do not think that it is locked up for sure that the Eagles are getting that 1 seed. It is wide open
Yeah, it
right
is.
now.
But
Wide open.
Darren,
And it's exciting.
If
It's
the-
very
No, it is. It's
exciting.
good
If
for you.
the
But
Lions-
I will say this, on my team, think about my team though yesterday, we won the game because we had the ball last. Our last 5 drives, we all gave up 70-plus yard touchdown drives. So I was sitting there going to myself, if this guy kicks this field goal right now and goes up 3 and gives them the ball with like 1:30, I'm scared because I think Herbert's going to go down and score. He said, no, I'm going for it on 4th down.
Yep.
I'm not even giving them a chance. And then, sure enough, ran the clock down to those 2 seconds and kicked the field goal.
No, that was
I played
great.
Like a champion.
Yeah,
a
no, he
winner.
knew.
I love
He
it.
understood.
I
He
love
understood.
it.
He
'Cause I've
understood
been
what was
seeing
going on.
crap my whole life. You guys know that.
Darren, I'll
Yeah.
tell you,
You guys know
if they
that.
could win it, if they win it, I mean, that'd be unbelievable.
If
'Cause, I mean,
they- if-
you guys deserve it.
Darren, if they make,
Oh, clip that.
Darren, say they do get the
He better stay in
1
his lane,
seed,
that's
right?
all I'm saying.
Darren,
Stay
say
in
they
his lane.
get the 1 seed.
Clip that.
Are you going to the playoff game in Detroit?
What?
What?
I mean, I can't miss it, bro.
Darren,
It could be on the moon.
Darren,
It
the
could be
Lions,
on the moon.
the
I'm
Lions
just
have
recommending
it.
two losses this year. How many of them have you seen in person,
Oh
Darren?
no! Oh,
What's your
I have
record?
seen- hey, hear me out. Hear me out.
Oh, he's one of
Hear me
those
out.
guys?
I went to 3 games this year. I went to no. Listen to me, Big Ant. Listen
Oh,
up. I went to 3
getting
games this year.
disgusted.
1-2
One
in
and
both games.
two.
Granted, yeah, I did see 2 losses. I saw both 2 losses.
Oh.
But did you think for a single goddamn second I was not driving to Baltimore to see them play the Ravens that week? I know we got blown out.
Big game.
But
Big game.
looking before the game, that was a huge game.
Yeah.
I was not missing that game. I went to that game. And then the second week, we lost in overtime. Seattle was a tough game. I literally, before COVID came, I went to like 10 straight week 1 home open. It didn't even matter where it was. Granted, it is what it is. But when I went with my wife to the game, she scored the most points of the year.
All
And
right,
the
bring the
biggest win,
wife.
biggest blowout
Bring the
all year.
wife.
So, you know what I mean?
Bring the sand to the
you guys-
beach.
I gotta
Just
say it.
don't
So,
do
I mean,
anything crazy, Darren. Just stay in your lane, man.
Darren,
Don't
before we
talk
let
shit.
you go, I
Yeah.
know it's
Staying in
Monday.
my lane.
I know it's Monday, Darren. I know it's early. But what's cooking for the college pick this week, Darren?
Let's talk a little bit, all right? We're gonna talk. We're gonna keep talking. So we all know last week. Listen, you guys, you've been in the chat. You know the deal. We've been doing pretty good this year in the college. Last week wasn't my best week. 1-3. All right, no big deal. I went to the well too many times. I kept going to that USC over. 14-1 in the last 15. Of course, we take it last week. Didn't hit. Something is brewing and cooking. Don't worry. The picks will be in. We are
All
going to be
right,
back,
all right.
boys. We are back.
We're gonna start tweeting. We're gonna start tweeting them out. All right.
Yeah,
We're gonna-
Darren
we're gonna
Darren
start
does good
Xing
with
them
his
out.
college picks.
Thank
Darren
you
does
so
good.
much.
Darren.
Thank you so much, Darren.
Hook me up, baby.
Thank you so much.
Thanks,
for calling,
Darren.
Always a
We
pleasure.
appreciate
Keep it up.
I'll see you on
All
those
you
lanes,
back
Darren.
home, too.
Stay in your
All you,
lane,
keep it
Darren.
up.
Stay in your lane,
You
bro.
guys, no. Oh, baby, before I
Go
go,
ahead.
quick.
Wait. Go.
Go bowling, body bag time. You're up, buddy. See you guys later. Be good.
Yo,
Watch
so
out.
long, Darren. He body bagged me.
Yeah, I never.
We
body
went
bagged
bowling.
it?
We went bowling.
Oh,
He body
I
bagged
literally-
me.
I thought that was is that because I'll tell you what I could do to him in 10 seconds.
No.
I could jump on the Detroit bandwagon.
No, don't do
All
that.
right,
Don't
I'm
do
not
that to
doing
him.
it.
Don't do
I'm
that.
not
No,
doing it.
Darren,
I'm
I'll
not
give
doing
Darren
it.
kudos. I'll put
give
I'll
that,
put
yeah.
this out there on the mic, right? I'm not gonna brag. I'm not gonna sit here and say, whatever. I'm a pretty good bowler. Okay. I been going bowling with Darren, Steve, Austin, Reese, all my buddies, right? I never lost to Darren in bowling 1-on-1 ever. Darren body bagged me the other
no
day.
way.
Darren beat me by like probably 200 pins. He body bagged me like bad.
Well, you're playing like the Giants. He's playing like
Yeah,
Detroit.
yeah. I had my worst performance
I
and
gotta
he
say,
had a good performance.
Thanks to Darren, though, I actually enjoyed Saturday college football. I've never in my life really watched college football. I don't do it. He throws a couple picks in the chat. I'm like, you know what? We got the TV. We're gonna throw it up. We're gonna follow Darren's picks. Why not?
He does good.
More times than none. He hits his picks. But I just gotta thank him for just letting me enjoy the game, the pigskin, like the football.
Yeah.
And I got to enjoy it on Saturday, just watching these kids go nuts.
Yeah, they're
he's sending
playing good.
overs of
I loved it.
78. I'm like 78 points.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? Like it's
He had
crazy.
he had a parlay going on Saturday, right? He don't watch
Yeah, I don't
football.
watch college football.
You
Yeah.
should- I think we all should start.
I've been watching.
college.
Yeah,
No, what
it's
happened
good.
was-
It's fun.
Backbone could chime in a little bit about his ruckus.
Yeah, they're playing pretty good.
I had,
Hold on. Go ahead.
I'm saying I woke up early in the morning on Saturday, right? And I'm like, I'm going to do some college picks. So I do Michigan, Texas Tech,
The Cheetahs,
Alabama,
Michigan, the Cheetahs.
Georgia, with all the point spreads. And I'm like,
Wolverine.
oh, let's see what happens. And so that bet I put in, it got me like $300 and something. But like Anthony, so what happened? And I hit it.
His last
I
pick,
hit it.
his last
Was
his
Georgia.
last leg of the parlay was Georgia minus 10.5.
Yeah.
He's like, should I cash out? I'm like, bro,
Because I
it's
don't know.
Georgia. This team, they win games by like 50 on every given Saturday.
I realize I don't mush college teams, so I mush only NFL teams. So if you guys are being smart, go opposite of the shit I'm picking because I mush those people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And go with
That's it.
Darren's picks in college. You'll win money.
Real quick, while we're on this college football, did you see that video of the Ruckus team coming out to the Sopranos theme song?
No.
Backbone, you got that for it?
way.
Oh, that's fucking great.
It was unbelievable.
Really?
Real
Welcome
Jersey.
this morning.
Yeah, real Jersey
I love
thing
that.
to do.
That would make me happy.
Yeah.
They got smoked that game though. Was it against Iowa?
22-0.
Yeah, that was their worst game ever. So maybe maybe they got jinxed.
They better come up with better play.
That's so funny. I can't believe that they did this.
We need a different setup here.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is like this.
Well, to the right.
We got to invest
right.
more money in this whole setup.
Well, we need some more people to like and review and subscribe and call in. We're giving you everything now.
Oh, it's loud. Oh,
Oh,
wow.
I love that. Oh man, that's how the Giants should come in.
They really should. I don't know why they
They're
haven't.
from New York.
Giants in New Jersey.
Yeah, they're from New York.
Oh, I love this.
That's pretty cool.
That is unbelievable.
Yeah.
All for what? To get 22-0. They didn't even score. They didn't even get a point.
That is unbelievable. I love it. That's great.
That's hilarious.
That's really good.
Oh no. That's great.
Right? The whole video.
I love it. I'm gonna
That's
do that.
great.
That is perfect.
Yeah, so that's what's going on in the college football world.
College football.
It's where it's at, though. I
fun.
gotta say, it's where
This
it's
is
at.
where it starts heating
when
up
the
now.
Giants it is bad, this is my go-to. I think football
Yeah.
starts for me now on Saturdays with,
I think-
Darren,
No,
with Darren's picks.
This is the best time. Like, if the Giants didn't suck, this would be like the best time of my life right now.
Yeah.
You got college football, you got college basketball, you got the
Yeah.
NBA, you got the NFL, you got hockey, you got it all right now going. This you got everything right now.
For real. My uncle, big time big time Giant fan my whole life, season ticket guy or whatever. He just texted me last night. Like, never in my life has he felt this. And it's just like Ant said, it's been a long stretch here of just misery. Yeah, we had a season last year of, like you said, good vibes. But besides the good vibes last year, it's been dreadful.
Yeah. Want to talk about good vibes?
Yeah, sure.
How about those Rangers, bro?
Oh, baby.
Yeah.
So last night, I turned the I didn't watch that game. I was watching the Blue Shirts for sure.
Yeah.
And I'm like my father-in-law said, they didn't play the greatest. They didn't play the greatest game.
Nah,
But
yesterday.
they didn't quit.
No.
They don't quit.
They do not quit. They got, I think, that last goal to tie up.
10,
the game
11
Lafayette.
seconds?
11
Yeah.
seconds left.
Yeah, something like that,
right?
yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Man, they won in shootout.
First right now in the division, they're cranking. I didn't believe it could be a coach. I didn't believe it could be a coach. And now we're talking about the coaches, right? It goes back and forth, back to that, right?
I mean, it's early in the season.
I know, but so far he's made a difference.
I mean, they look good.
Yeah,
they look
he's made a
fast.
difference.
I genuinely enjoy what the NHL did with the overtime rules.
Okay.
The 3-on-3.
The way it gets crazy.
Oh my God, bro, it's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I just hate that. The only problem I have with the overtime rules, a lot of the times I get it, I understand what they're doing with the puck control. But if the overtime rule should be if you cross the blue line, you can't automatically sabotage the play and cross back over the blue line and run clock and do all this. Because if you in overtime in hockey, if you have the puck, if you win the face-off, you're majority of the time in overtime you're controlling the puck for the overtime. They have to kind of figure out how to tone that down a little bit. But I mean, it is what it is. It's exciting.
You know what's funny about the
Funny
Rangers
shit.
kind of go. My first Ranger game, because I wasn't big in hockey, my first Ranger game was 94 when they won the Stanley Cup. But I went to the Rangers-Devils playoff game at Madison Square Garden. I never, until today, I've never seen a crowd like that in my life.
Really?
Those people were
19,000.
nuts.
Yeah.
But the best part was
You're an arena.
there was a guy sitting. No, first of all, the MSG is lights out. I mean, it's the best. I mean, as far as cheering is concerned, New York is the best of that. That it was so loud. But there was a guy wearing a Devils jersey during the game, and they put him on the big screen, and they had the Jaws, the guy Jaws coming down, the shark coming. Bennett. They started eating the guy up. They started getting beat up in the stands. They're taking his shirt off.
No way.
Yeah, I was like, holy shit!
Yeah.
This is
Speaking
crazy.
of MSG, right?
Madison Square Garden.
He talks about that game being the craziest playoff game, right?
Yeah.
Obviously, besides, because I'm a bigger Mets fan than a Knicks fan, and I enjoy the environment better at a Mets game. But at Madison Square Garden, me and my dad, we went to in 2013. We went to the Knicks Pacers game,
Oh, cool.
bro. That environment,
Crazy.
I can't like you said
Nothing-
with the
nothing
Rangers
beats it.
game.
Was that the last time you were there for a Knicks game? Or was
No,
that-
no,
was a
that was a
playoff
playoff
game.
game. That was 2013. That was the last time I was at a playoff game.
No, I'm saying a
But-
Knicks game in general.
No, I
haven't
go
been
to Knicks
a
game. Yeah,
Yeah?
yeah. That was that playoff game. Just the vibes, the environment. Iman Shumpert had a putback slam dunk. Some Hasidic Jew was next to me shaking
I
me,
went-
and everything. It was crazy. It was a good time.
that is good.
It was
I
a
used
good
to
time.
go and see Jordan play Patrick Ewing. I was at all
Yeah.
the big playoff
wow.
games.
Bro,
I saw
these-
everything.
That's the problem with the Knicks right now and Madison Square Garden. The ticket prices are so
high.
high.
Well, they were high back then, too,
because they're good. The Knicks are legitimately a good basketball team right
It's
now.
also a
They-
tourist attraction.
Of course, yeah. It's like Celebrity Row.
Especially now around the holidays.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
But I mean, right now, the way that the Knicks are playing, those ticket prices are not going to be going down. If you have a
You don't
Knicks
think so?
Celtics game, if you have a Knicks Celtics game right now at MSG, right now
Yeah.
they're playing at the Boston Garden tonight. If you have a Knicks Celtics game at MSG, it's those tickets. I can't even imagine what the prices of those tickets would be.
To drop back to NHL for a second, the Rangers are off all week.
I know. I don't know why they
We're on the
did
game
that.
Until I think it's
Saturday. Yeah.
Saturday we're playing. What
I gotta start watching
What team
more.
is? What team are we playing Saturday?
I have no idea.
Forgot. Backbone. Do you know?
I have no idea. But
Backbone.
that's
Do you know what team we're playing on Saturday? You check the schedule.
The New Jersey Devils.
Oh, it's a Devils Ranger
but
game. Who's home? Who's home?
When did the Devils play?
The Devils.
Ooh.
What, this week?
Yeah, they play every day this
We
week.
play tomorrow.
But that's the same thing.
It's
you
crazy.
can't go. You can't. The Devils.
and
Again,
we play Thursday.
but
That's I don't know what they do with
that
it.
Prudential Arena doesn't have the crowd like the Madison
No,
Square Garden.
no, they
Doesn't
have.
matter.
They do. The Devil
They-
fans
nothing
are
like-
they're big.
I don't
Come
give
to
a
a
shit what you
playoff game.
say.
Yeah.
I'll go. Doesn't matter. Nothing happens.
No, they're all
I've
big.
been there, done that.
Yeah, we went. Me and my
Been there,
dad
done
actually. We went to. It was very random. But we went to the game where the Devils clinched the playoffs back in like 2017. Mad random. We went. We were there for like a business event,
Yeah.
and they ended up clinching the playoffs that game. Tyler Hall, what his name is?
Yeah,
Taylor Hall. He had the game-winning goal.
Yeah.
Bro, people were going crazy. No, they were definitely a good environment. But going to a Rangers game, it's like no other.
Yeah.
The MSG. That's where it's at.
You guys excited for the holidays? We got thanks. We got turkey.
Well, I'm going to tell you,
Yeah.
turkey's
I'm
coming
stressed.
up.
I'm
Yeah, we're
stressed out.
stressed
The
out.
Rockefeller Christmas tree is up. Do you guys go?
I work
you go
over
with-
there.
You go with wifey and take your pick like everybody else?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Not, well, that's old.
It's a bad area over there. You don't want to go over there.
Wifey doesn't like going to Manhattan anymore.
Yeah,
No.
she's scared. She's scared of
afraid.
it.
She's afraid of all the shit that goes on.
I work around there, bro. Right now, there's traffic, like
Already?
crazy.
Bro, it's New
No,
York.
but like
Don't tell me there's traffic. Yeah,
at
there's
this
traffic.
time, like there's traffic at 8 a.m., 9 a.m., 10 a.m., 11 a.m., 12, 1. It doesn't matter what time of day it is to get around the city right now because it's the holidays. People are going shopping. You got a
Already?
random tree in the middle
Yeah.
of the street. It's like it's ridiculous. It's
A
annoying.
random tree in the middle of the
Yeah, it's
street.
like I hate. I'm like a Grinch. I really am. I want it to be over and done with.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. Well, thanks so much for listening
job.
to Talk. We appreciate the call-ins, the
Yeah.
comments, and check us out next
Yeah.
week.
Yeah,
We're
do
rolling
it
with
again.
this, and we're gonna talk
Like
some
and subscribe,
more.
baby.
Subscribe, share with a friend. We out.
Peace.
See ya.
Bye.